How are you?
Hi, good. So you're going to talk to us about how to get great engagement on your live cooking show?
Sure. Do you want to ask me questions or just talk? Well, one of the things I do that I think that helps is that I also use Instagram by posting pictures of the food I'm going to make to tell people to watch. You know what I mean? I mean, Instagram, you can't really post recipes, but the people that like Instagram like recipes. And so therefore, I think that helps them come over to the other social media platforms when they see the food. So I think when you're doing food, it's important.
That makes sense. So you post the finished product first.
Absolutely.
And kind of tease them and say, this is what we're going to do today. But in order to watch me do it, you've got to come over to Facebook.
Because you can't really, I mean, I know there are people that do Instagram Live and things like that. I just don't really use it for other than to get people to my other stuff. And so I'll post the tempting pictures like, oh, where's the recipe? And I'm like, gotta go over there.
That's fantastic. So do you find that since you've started doing that, your engagement over on Facebook is better?
I think so. It seems to just both Facebook and YouTube seem to be growing, because one of the things I always do is anything I do on Facebook as a live through BeLive within 24 hours goes right to YouTube.
Oh, okay, great. So you're also repurposing the content.
Absolutely. I learned that early on, and it does seem to be very effective, because there are people that for whatever reason, they don't care for one or other of the social media. So you want to hit them on both. There are people that just for whatever reason don't like Facebook, and if I don't post the content, they won't see it.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Debbie asks, can we have your Instagram?
Sure. It's on Instagram and Twitter. I'm The Real Chef AJ, because apparently somebody else took my name. But on most platforms like YouTube and Facebook, I'm Chef AJ.
Okay. So on Instagram, you are The Real Chef AJ.
The Real Chef AJ.
Yes. Okay.
Mostly I'm Chef AJ.
So mean of people to take our name.
I know. It's really my license plate is Chef AJ, and that's another long story how I finally got that license plate back.
Did somebody take your license plate?
Well, what happened is
man.
I had the Chef AJ license plate forever. And then I was in a car accident. And when you're in a car accident, the license plate goes with the car. And then trying to get it back it's a very comical story involving the DMV. But I am Chef AJ. So if you see anybody driving around in a green Toyota, Chef AJ, that's me.
And tell us about your specialty. Do you focus on healthy foods? Do you focus on meat? Tell us a little bit about you.
So my specialty is I've actually been a vegan, now they call it whole food plant-based, for over 42 years. So I'm almost 60 now, and this has been my lifestyle. Sorry, I have no makeup or anything today. It's so early here, but that's what I do. But it's a very healthy type of eating. It's not junk food vegan. It's not the fake meats and the fake cheeses. It's what Jesus ate, the natural foods, the fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Because growing up, I was obese my entire life. By the age of 11, I was 160 pounds, and I wasn't even 5 feet tall. And in my 20s, I was almost 200 pounds. And through using food as medicine, I was able to not only lose weight, keep it off, eat large amounts of delicious food, and help people do the same. I wrote a book about it called The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss. It actually was a bestseller for about 7 weeks. And so I combine that. And I also do a lot of interviewing. With what I love about BeLive, even more than the cooking, is the ability to do the interviews, because I just love the way you can take yourself off screen. Some of the other platforms that I use, because I do different businesses with different people, so I'll often use Webinar Jam, Zoom, and Skype. But what I love about BeLive is it allows me to just completely go away, because when I'm doing these interviews with these like really famous doctors, there's just a lot of things in my head, and I'm looking at notes, and there's nothing more distracting when then somebody's in like a postage stamp in the corner moving around. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so what I love about it is after I welcome the guests, I'm gone until I say goodbye. And so I can be very quiet and do what I need to do to conduct these interviews. And so that's like my favorite part about it, because you can't do that with regular Facebook Live, and you can't do that with Webinar Jam. I mean, you cannot disappear from the screen. So I love that you have that feature, so that when I don't look my best, like right now, I can be like, they can hear my voice, and I can run the tech for these doctors who just can't figure it out.
Sure. Yeah. BeLive gives you a lot of option. I love how you can share the screen with 4 people and have the crawlers and have questions and engagement from the audience. Debbie wanted to know a little bit more about you sending the live content over to YouTube, how you repurpose that.
Yeah. So what I do is, in BeLive actually was really good about helping me do this, because there was at one point where the way that you downloaded the video on Facebook, it changed. I learned one way. I took a business class before I did BeLive. I was just doing regular Facebook Lives. Like the minute it started, this is what my coach said to do. And that really helped my business grow exponentially, because I was going live the same time every week. I did probably 100 episodes of something I call Weight Loss Wednesday. And that really helped my business grow. And they taught us how to get the video off of Facebook to YouTube. And then something changed. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't do it anymore. And I wasn't in the class, but BeLive, really, the customer service was great. They helped me with that. But basically, after you do your BeLive, you just go to your Facebook page and you go to the video, and there's like these 3 little dots. It's actually easier now than it was before. And then you download it, and then you put it on YouTube the same way you would put anything on YouTube. And it's always good to do it right away, because number one, then you don't forget. And number two, I have found that when I've waited, like sometimes a year, it's like something is weird about it. So my advice is, if you're going to do this, even if you're not going to put it on YouTube right away, download it right away, because something happens in a year when it sits there, and it just makes it more difficult. So, because you never know when you're going to use it. So it's
and it's always changing, right? Everything's always changing. The interfaces are changing. And I don't know if you were here this morning, but they did tease something about YouTube and BeLive. So I'm not sure what that is, but hopefully it's an easier way to maybe get this onto YouTube. But that would be exciting.
It'd be so cool. And I don't know if you guys see, because I'm not a techie, but if you guys could figure out how we could do BeLive to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, that would be my dream.
That would be a dream for a lot of people. Wouldn't that be fantastic?
Amazing. Because so
that would be amazing.
Figure that out, because I bet you could.
Yeah, these guys working behind the scenes at BeLive. I talked to the Kiev team this morning, and they've got so much stuff in the works that it's really, really, really exciting. Nice. We can now integrate and upload live videos, like pre-done videos, to make a nice intro and outro to your show, which is really great. Do you ask questions of your audience while you're demonstrating cooking?
So what I'll do is, because I'll need somebody with me because when you're doing cooking, you can't be watching this, like when I'm doing an interview, I'm off screen and I'm looking over here writing down the questions, which often go very quickly. With cooking, you have to have somebody else there, because it's too hard, your hands or whatever. But absolutely, because people seem to love to really ask questions live, whatever you're doing. It's just, it seems like there's always, even if you didn't announce it and you just go live, there's always somebody watching. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And when is your show? When do you go live?
So usually Wednesdays. I mean, I'm working. I recently moved from Los Angeles, and it was always Wednesday. So I don't have that. This is the problem. I don't have an actual date now, but it's usually Wednesday, because it ties into the theme, Weight Loss Wednesday,
That's fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic. Does anyone have any other questions for AJ, Chef AJ? I love your backdrop, by the way. The strawberry.
Thank you. Well, it's prettier than looking at a wall. It's just, and that way, if you have stuff that you don't want people to see, I actually have more than one of these for different businesses that I do. So they're called pop-up stands, and you pull them up and you pull them down.
That's fantastic. I'm going to have to invest in one of those.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we're so excited to have you here, Chef AJ. Can you tell everyone where to find you, and can you show your book again so we can order it?
So, if you Google me, you'll find me for sure. I have 2 books already, and I've got 2 more coming out. But, YouTube and Facebook as Chef AJ, Twitter and Instagram, The Real Chef AJ. My website is my name, Chef AJ website. And if you like to eat healthy or just want some great recipes, check me out and I'll help you out.
That is fantastic.